Hey, so this time we're going to talk about headphones, mixing with them, and why it's real important to grab the right set of cans. My name is Alex Grimm, and welcome to my internet. So first off, I got Easy Drummer. Woo! It's awesome. There's also other programs out there, like I think it's Addicting Drummer is the other big one. So here's a video comparing the two of them. Somebody else did. They did a pretty good job of it. And then, because I like Easy Drummer, here's Devin Townsend showing off how it works. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's totally worth $150, and there's tons of expansion packs. I have not looked at any of them because I'm poor and also just sort of like marveling at the fact that I can have a drummer now, sort of. That's pertinent-ish to today. What I did was I wrote a song and I used Easy Drummer to make drums, so it's like a whole song. And then I took like a 30-second clip out of the middle of it where there's like a lot of different stuff going on, and I mixed it 3 times. 3 times. Gave myself like a lot of time in between, so I wouldn't influence myself. And I mixed it on 3 different pairs of headphones. Mixed it on these Sennheiser HD 280 Pros, which are my favorite tracking headphones. My actual pair of reference headphones, the Beyerdynamic DT 880 Pros, which are awesome. And I mixed it on a set of iPod earbuds. Yeah, so I mixed it 3 times, and let's check out how that sounds. So first up, we'll do the 280s. And then let's do the iPod. And let's check it out with the 880s. Right, so if your ears are anything like mine, you will have immediately noticed that the only one where you can really hear the kick drum right is the DT880s. iPod earbuds are a giant mess, and the Sennheiser, the 280 Pros they kind of actually sound a little bit like a shitty Pantera mix, which is kind of weird. I didn't expect that. Actually, the differences were so dramatic that I went back and second guessed myself on a bunch of stuff. I wanted to make sure I hadn't accidentally sabotaged myself, and I didn't. I actually went back and with the the iPod mix, I put the iPod earbuds in and tried a couple different things, and I was like, no, it sounds good this way through these headphones, and it just sounds awful for real. It really does matter what you're listening through. You want something that's going to be, balanced and clear and covers the full range of the spectrum. So part of the issue with the iPod headphones is there's not a lot of low end on them. So you end up like what I did, and you boost the hell out of all the low end stuff, so it turns into mush, and you can't tell the kick drum from the bass very well. And then the 280s, I'm a little bit less sure exactly what the issue was. I don't know. They're a little spiky sounding. So I think part of what I was doing was rolling off the high end on the rhythm guitars to kind of curtail some of that spikiness. Yeah, so I guess that translates into like less high end clarity on a balanced system. And I don't know, for whatever, it sounded like super 90s, which is weird. And then, to me, anyway, the clear winner, so to speak, is these guys. They're definitely the most expensive of the lot. This is what I mixed my Devour of Heaven EP on, When the Sky Fell, in the video. And obviously I did a lot of checking against other sources, because that's also very important to do. But yeah, those were my primary monitors for when I was mixing that, and I stand by the purchase decision there, or birthday present request, technically speaking. Just for funsies, I went ahead and mixed the entire thing and just sort of set it to a video. So check it out, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.